Have you ever felt that you are just another person in a crowd? Very few people achieve real success. Most can't escape this mediocrity. A lot of people think in limited ways, mainly about how to outmaneuver others, usually through deceitful means. As a result, they're stuck fighting over small rewards with almost everyone. But a different life is possible. One where you're financially independent, your own boss, and traveling the world with family. It's achievable, but most are too cautious to leave the comfort of the majority to realize it. A lot of people are scared of failing. They avoid it because they think failing at something means they are failures themselves. They believe their self-esteem is linked to how well they do things, so any failure makes them feel unworthy. This mindset keeps them from achieving greatness. To improve and grow, one must be open to failing and learning from it. Want a tip for success? It's straightforward. Fail more often. Don't see failure as the opposite of success. See it as a part of it. Don't get downhearted by failures. Use them to learn. The more mistakes you make, the more you learn, and that's the path to success. If you're afraid to fail, you'll likely never be more than average. To become an extraordinary version of yourself, you need to accept a lot of failures. Failure teaches humility, builds character, and allows you to take your mistakes lightly. Like a plant moving from shade to sun, embracing failure can speed up your growth massively. When I began blogging, negative comments scared me the most. One harsh comment about an article of mine stuck with me for months. To avoid criticism, I kept my writing safe and unremarkable. It stayed that way for a long time until I started to accept the risk of failure. You should not to look for applause, but for criticism. By accepting failure, you can achieve unbelievable success. As you venture out of your comfort zone and face the risk of failure, remember that each setback is a stepping stone to wisdom. Embrace failure not as a mark of incompetence, but as a sign of courage and a commitment to personal growth. Let your failures not define you, but refine you. In this way, you align with the stoic ideal of focusing on what is within your control, your actions, your responses, and your character. And this alignment is the true path to extraordinary success and fulfillment. Many people choose entertainment over learning and self-improvement. It's understandable because learning is hard. Activities like counseling, mastering your skills, and constantly facing setbacks are not enjoyable. Mastering something through repetition can be dull, which is why few people do it. However, this is good for us. Darren Hardy, a very successful entrepreneur, said he's happy when things are difficult because that means not many people will do them, reducing competition. If you're new to prioritizing learning and educating yourself, here's something to remember. Each day you spend reading a book, millions are not. Every morning you rise early to work and create, millions are sleeping in. For every day you persevere, millions quit. Interestingly, most people compete for lesser goals. Once you focus on learning, you'll notice the few, truly transformative opportunities that have much less competition. Many people are stuck competing for little rewards with the average crowd. You shouldn't aim to win in that competition. Instead, step away from the crowd. Focus on learning and educating yourself, rather than just seeking fun and distractions. Often people don't think they're capable of achieving greatness. This belief alone can hold them back. If you don't think you can do it, you probably won't. A wise thinker said, "No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it." Yes, you heard me right. I've discovered that your mind will work towards what you tell it to. For example, my current goal is to get 100,000 subscribers in 6 months. I really believe it's possible, and because of this belief, My mind is constantly looking for ways to achieve it. Many people don't know the excitement of starting to believe that huge success is within reach. Successful people act like they're successful before they actually are. They believe they can make it, and their mind figures out the way. Your main goal should focus on learning through experiences and changing yourself for the better. If you keep running after success, it will always be out of reach. Viktor Frankl said, "Success, like happiness, cannot be chased. It must follow naturally." However, if you concentrate on transforming yourself and having life-changing experiences, success will naturally come to you, like you're attracting it. I've just read Memoirs of a Geisha. It's a very sad story about a girl forced into a life of pleasing men. The most heartbreaking part is that the young geisha doesn't realize she's wasting her life on the wrong goal, trying to earn a man's love. She thought if she could just be good enough, this man's love would heal and complete her. Many people chase after things like money, relationships, safety, and fame. But these things won't truly satisfy you. Instead of trying to get titles and impress others, work on being someone you can be proud of. Feeling jealous is just wasting time. Life is short. Even the most successful people have said how quickly life passes by. Don't waste time being envious. When you're always looking at what others are doing, you lose sight of who you are. It's hard to be happy and fulfilled when your actions don't match your values. Rather than getting stuck in mediocrity and comparing yourself to others, use that time to improve yourself. Jealousy and resentment are like poisoning yourself and hoping the other person gets hurt. A chilling but accurate comparison. A great piece of advice I've heard is, stay in your lane. Don't worry about how fast others are moving. If you keep looking at other lanes, you're bound to crash. Focus on yourself. Learn, try, fail, and find out what works. Before you know it, you'll be moving fast. Let go of jealousy and use your time for learning and growth. Many people will remain average, competing for mediocre rewards. But you don't have to. The path to an exciting and fulfilling life is open and uncrowded. Moving from an ordinary to an extraordinary life is thrilling. The learning and growth you experience will make you feel more alive than ever. Choose success over mediocrity, learning over entertainment, personal growth over envy. Choose what you want, not what others want. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Epictetus, we are not disturbed by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens to us. This reflects the essence of Stoicism, the belief that our happiness and success depend not on external events, but on our internal responses to them. In your journey towards success, it's essential to understand that external rewards and recognition are not the ultimate goals. Instead, the true aim is to cultivate virtues like wisdom, courage, and self-discipline. By prioritizing learning and personal growth, you're not just preparing for success in the traditional sense, but you're also nurturing your character and resilience. The Stoics also emphasize the concept of amor fati, or love of fate. This means embracing everything that happens to you, including failures and setbacks, as necessary steps on the path to where you are meant to be. Each challenge you face is an opportunity to practice virtues and grow stronger. When you prioritize learning and put in the effort every day, you're not just surpassing millions who don't, you're also actively shaping your destiny. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches that envy and comparison are destructive emotions that distract us from our true purpose. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This implies that rather than envying others or feeling resentful, focus on your own journey of self-improvement. Every moment spent in jealousy or comparison is a moment lost in developing yourself. Remember, the path to true success and fulfillment is not crowded. It's a path of self-discovery, personal growth, and adherence to your principles. By embracing the stoic principles of focusing on what you can control, loving your fate, and prioritizing virtue over external rewards, you can transform your life from ordinary to extraordinary. This transformation is not just about achieving financial independence or professional success. It's about becoming a wiser, more resilient, and more fulfilled individual. So choose the path less traveled, the path of learning, growth, and stoic virtue. That's the path to a truly successful and fulfilling life. Until next time.